Hey everybody, Bob Smith here talking about the violence increasing in Hawaii once again. And a month ago my friend was killed in Chinatown, John Noland. I'm pretty upset all around because even KHON, who he worked for, he was a news anchor, he was a sports commentator, he had commentated on many of my fights and a couple of the other guys here in Hawaii. And it just makes me mad that you spend your whole life here committed to something, and people can just, companies, people, your friends, just turn their back on you. Well, a month ago he was down in Chinatown. He was attacked by a homeless man, a indigent, drug user, whatever, by the name of Mark Coleman. And the footage, from what the police say, the video footage that they have, is that Coleman attacked him and beat him viciously. Didn't hit him once, twice, beat him viciously. They're still looking for other witnesses. And my friend John Noland, who was a lover, not a fighter, he was a father, just a good guy, fell when he was attacked, hit his head on the curb, put him in intensive care, and he passed away after that. So he spent the last moments of his life in complete fear of some man coming out of nowhere, hitting him like a missile, and attacking him and beating him to death. And it bothers me because I've had so many members in my school, in the military, who all have this mindset, oh, that'll never happen to me. Parents, moms, dads, people who tell, oh, my kids, that'll never happen to my kids. They'll never be in that position. And it just drives me nuts because John Noland was the nicest guy in the world. I just saw him a month before he died. We were at the Republic watching a concert, and he had asked me a few times, came up and approached me and asked me over and over to have a beer with him. And I wanted to sit down with my wife. I wanted to enjoy that time with my wife. So I told him, no. I had I stood there, talked to him for a few minutes, had a couple of drinks, a couple of sips of a beer, and then went back and sat down with my wife. And he is Mr. Social Butterfly. So the guy, he wasn't lacking friends. He introduced me to the owner of the club, and he introduced me to some other people there, and that was it. But it was just devastating to see on the news that this was him. And I just don't understand why people always have this mindset that, oh, that'll never happen to me. And my buddy John wasn't a fighter. He just he was the kind of guy that would go out and make friends with everybody, and just the nicest guy in the world. But he gets attacked by some loser, and the guy just out of nowhere beats him to pieces, and he loses his life over it. So as for me, I'm going to continue to do what I do, teaching, trying to get people to listen, being an alpha male. And if you're one of these out of control psycho tweakers and you think that I'm going to lay down for you, come on up. God bless my friend John Noland. And for all of you who understand, it can happen to any of us at any time. This is Bob Smith. Blood makes you related, and loyalty makes you family. Out.